Hello my dear students, in this lecture we are going to understand total heat load. But before understanding this total heat load, let us understand sensible heat load and latent heat load. So write down first sensible heat load. Sensible heat load. Now my dear students, sensible heat is nothing but the heat which is responsible for temperature change. Means for sensible heat there will be a always temperature change, right? So let us draw here psychometric chart. Let us draw psychometric chart because it is a humid air. This topic is regarding psychometry, therefore there will be a humid air, right, or moist air. Now sensible heat load, let us say from 1 to 2 we have to reach, from 1 to 2 we have to reach with increasing temperature. Now here on x-axis there will be a dry bulb temperature for psychometric chart. On y-axis there is a specific humidity, and this curved line is the relative humidity is equal to 100% line, that is saturated line, that already we have discussed many times in previous lectures, right? And sensible heat is nothing but heat responsible for increasing or decreasing the temperature. Now here from 1 to 2 temperature is increasing, right? And this heat load is called sensible heat load. It is also represented by SHL. Now here sensible heat load in kilowatt, if I want to find, let us say find in kilojoule per kg, therefore it will be enthalpy at 2 H2 minus enthalpy at 1 H1, which is nothing but kilojoule per kg, kilojoule per kg, right? Now if I want to find in kilojoule, I have to multiply with mass. Therefore sensible heat load in kilojoule is nothing but mass, right, mass flow rate into H2 minus H1, mass flow into H2 minus H1. This mass will be in kg, and this H2 minus H1, H2 minus H1 is in kilojoule per kg. Therefore unit will be kilojoule here. Now if I want to find kilojoule per second or kilowatt, then sensible heat load will be equal to m dot, that is mass flow rate. It is a mass flow rate into H2 minus H1. Now here it is kg per second, mass flow rate in kg per second, and this enthalpy difference is in kilojoule per kg. Therefore the answer will be in kilojoule per second, which is nothing but kilowatt, right? This is called sensible heat flow rate, sensible heat load, right? Now my dear students, again enthalpy difference, this H2 minus H1 is calculated as CPHS into T2 minus T1. Enthalpy is nothing but CPDT, that is change in enthalpy. DH is nothing but CPDT, that already you have learned in basic thermodynamics, right? Therefore this H2 minus H1 is nothing but CPHS into T2 minus T1, where CPHS is nothing but humid specific heat. It is humid specific heat, and this humid specific heat we have already discussed in total enthalpy topic. In the same video series or in the same lecture series, in previous one of the lecture I have taken one lecture called total enthalpy, and in this topic I have explained this humid specific heat, which is nothing but CPHS is nothing but Cp of air plus omega Cp of vapor, that already we have discussed, right? Now again this is called sensible heat load, which is responsible for temperature change. Again there is a concept of latent heat load. So let us understand this latent heat load, right? Now in case of latent heat load, second is latent heat load. Latent heat load, it is also represented by LHL, right? Now in case of latent heat load, there will be no temperature change. Latent heat is nothing but the heat responsible for phase change, and during phase change temperature remains constant. So let us understand this latent heat load. If I draw psychometric chart, on x-axis there will be a temperature, that is dry bulb temperature. On y-axis specific humidity, and this curved line is relative humidity is equal to 100% line, that is saturated line. And these points we have already discussed in many times in previous lectures, right? Now the latent heat load is nothing but, or latent heat is responsible for phase change, but there is no temperature change. Therefore from 1 to 2 the process will be like this. From 1 to 2 the process will be like this, right? Now here the latent heat load, therefore latent heat load is nothing but, we can say H2 minus H1 in kilojoule per kg, in kilojoule per kg. Again if I want to find in kilojoule, this latent heat load will be equal to mass in kg into H2 minus H1 in kilojoule per kg. Therefore answer will be kilojoule per kg is enthalpy into mass is kg, which is nothing but kilojoule. And if I want to find in kilowatt, then this latent heat load is equal to m dot into h2 minus h1. And my dear student, this m dot is in kg per second, and this h2 minus h1 is kilojoule per kg. Therefore the answer will be kg per second into kilojoule per kg. This kg will get cancelled, and kilojoule per second, which is nothing but kilowatt. Here the unit will be kilowatt, right? And my dear students, we already discussed that this h2 minus h1, because the air is humid, therefore we have to consider humid specific heat at constant pressure, CPHS, into T2 minus T1. This is how we can calculate. And my dear students, whenever if dry bulb temperature is 20 degree Celsius, and if relative humidity is equal to 50%, then density of moisture, this density of moisture is taken as 1.2 kg per meter cube, and the humid specific heat, CPHS, humid specific heat at constant pressure, is taken as 1.0216 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Now after understanding this sensible heat load and latent heat load, let us understand total heat load. Third is total heat load. Total heat load, it is represented by THEL. Now my dear students, let us say the process is like this. Let us say the process is like this. From 1 to 2, I want to reach from 1 to 2, like this, right? Therefore here the temperature is also increasing and specific humidity is also increasing, on because on x-axis there is a dry bulb temperature, on y-axis there is a specific humidity, right? Here both temperature and specific humidity are increasing. Therefore if I want to reach from 1 to 2, now I can reach like this. You can see here, first of all I have to go from 1 to 2 dash, let us say this is a 2 dash, and from 2 to 2 dash to 2, right? This is how also we can reach. And we know that 1 to 2 dash is called sensible heat load, and 2 dash to 2 is called latent heat load. Therefore here the we have sensible heat load, which is nothing but 2 dash to 1 to 2 dash, which is nothing but h2 dash minus h1 in kilojoule per kg, right? Similarly we have latent heat load, that is from 2 dash to 2, right? 2 dash to 2, which is called latent heat load, which is nothing but h2 minus h2 dash. And total heat load is nothing but this, we have to reach from 1 to 2, final condition is 2, therefore it is h2 minus h1, which is in kilojoule per kg. All units are in kilojoule per kg. Therefore from this can I say the total heat load is nothing but sensible heat load plus latent heat load. Let us understand here. Total heat load is h2 minus h1, which is nothing but sensible heat load is h2 dash minus h1 plus latent heat load is h2 minus h1, right? Therefore sorry, latent heat load is h2 minus h2 dash, right? Now here we can say h2 dash will get cancelled, therefore the result will be h2 minus h1. Therefore h2 minus h1 is equal to minus h1 plus h2. Same we are writing here. Therefore the total heat load is nothing but sensible heat load plus latent heat load, right? This is very important, my dear students, for competitive exams, objective point of view. Now there is a concept of sensible heat factor. There is a concept of sensible heat factor. Heat factor, right? On in psychometric chart topic or lecture, I have stated you that the sensible heat factor lines are straight inclined lines sloping downward to the left. That already I have explained you, right? Now this sensible heat factor is nothing but it is represented by SHEF, and this sensible heat factor is nothing but sensible heat load divided by total heat load. That means it is a ratio of sensible heat load divided by sensible heat load plus latent heat load. Latent heat load, this is called sensible heat factor. Thank you dear students. In next lecture we will understand summer air conditioning.